Consistency beats intensity. If I had to go back and tell myself anything, that's what I would tell myself. Consistency beats intensity. Because my name is Breon Corporal. I'm a truck driver and I'm 43 years old. Just overall health and wellness is what got me into working out. You know, I've always competed at some sort of form my whole life since I was a kid, whether it was like youth sports or, you know, even as an adult, bodybuilding and powerlifting and things of that nature. So, you know, I've always just had the need to compete. More hybrid, you know, like cardio and conditioning is very important, but also strength and power, you know, should be the focus. So, you know, just performance. So hybrid stuff, basically. You gotta have a certain level of efforts, you know, in order to gain that consistency and that persistence. Like some mornings you're not gonna feel like it, some days you're not gonna wanna train, and you gotta develop that effort and just go for it. By F, I mean the F word. On the days that I don't feel like working out, I mostly just tell myself that you have to do it regardless. I'm a father and I'm a husband. You have to do it regardless. My family needs me. I'm a truck driver, so my body is my tool. You know, I have to be able to take the strenuous beating that I take on the road every day, as well as the elements and things of that nature. So I have to do it. It's a matter of life and earning a living, so I have to do it. If I didn't have the gym, if any of us didn't have the gym, then hopefully we would all still be back in the days of hunter-gatherers, and we would still be climbing trees and running and hunting and stuff like that, because you still need health and overall fitness for survival. Consistency beats intensity. If I had to go back and tell myself anything, that's what I would tell myself. Consistency beats intensity. Because when we're younger, we think, hey, just go balls to wall and do everything we can and 3-hour workouts and then go back again. And we grow up at football with two-a-days and things of that nature. And we think that the harder we go, the better we're doing, when actually recovery and rest is what actually fuels our muscles. So I would tell myself to lay off the intensity a little bit and be more consistent and driven and intentional in my approach. As far as in and outside the gym, the changes I've seen in myself, I'm a lot more tolerant, you know, when it comes to things. It makes you a lot more patient because, you know, if you actually get enough out of your workout, you shouldn't have enough energy to get into frivolous things. And additionally, it also teaches me patience in regard to like understanding that things don't happen overnight. You know, a consistent drive, like you put a little bit in every day and you get a lot out eventually. You get enough breadcrumbs, eventually you'll make a loaf. And that's what the gym has taught me, just patience and perseverance. Again, patience, man, like patience. Like children are just like newbies in the gym. You know, everybody had a first day. Everybody has a beginning. So a lot of times, you know, when you learn how to work around people and work with people in the gym, it's the same thing that translates into life and in parenthood. You know, like some days, man, you gonna catch a kid curling in a squat rack. You're gonna just have to work around it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just what it is, man. Honestly, if I had to be truthful, prison. Okay. It surprised a lot of people when they find out, but at one point in time, I had a government-funded vacation, if you will. And in order to, like, again, stay out of the fray, keep yourself mentally strong, and keep yourself emotionally and spiritually strong, sometimes you need an outlet. And that outlet can't be negative because the negative is what got you in a position you were in the first place. So fitness actually, you know, helped me stay focused, it helped me stay driven, and it helped me, you know, pretty much keep my eyes on the goal, which was ultimately to get out and stay out. Both simultaneously, I'm chasing the strength and I'm also running away from the weakness. As human beings, naturally, we're taught to shy away from pain. When things hurt or they get hard, our body tells us to stop. The gym tells you to persevere because on the other side of that pain are your gains. However, I'm also running away from a weakness, which all of us have some sort of insecurity or feelings of inadequacy. So, you know what I'm saying? Here is the only place where you are guaranteed return on investment. What I put in here, I'm guaranteed to get something out. Whereas in life, you might give your all and still lose, you know? So it taught me that not just myself, but humankind in general, we're the most adaptable creatures on this planet. Like you can adjust and you can make your body do anything as long as you sharpen your mind. As long as you condition your mind to really persevere and go through the thing, then you can get through the thing. You know, it's always gonna work out because honestly, I've never seen it happen any other way, you know? As far as what's harder to build versus body or mind, it's always your mind. Because again, our bodies are adaptable. Our bodies adapt to extreme cold, as in like today, and extreme heat. You know, you can fortify and leverage your body to lift weights that you didn't imagine you could lift, but the mind is the first hurdle you have to jump, basically. You have to will yourself. You have to tell yourself, hey, this is possible, whether from seeing someone else do it or just visualizing it in your brain. You have to train the mind first. That's the most important muscle. Stay in the fight. My message to anyone struggling mentally is stay in the fight. Your life can change in a blink of an eye. Someone goes in the store broke, they buy a scratcher, they scratch it off and they're millionaires, and that literally takes 5 to 10 seconds. So stay in the fight because it can change. And also get in the gym, because honestly, for whatever reason, it's frowned upon when men encourage other men, but it's championed in the gym. So get in the gym and you can build yourself a community. You can get with like-minded individuals and you can lean on each other, you know? So that's the advice I would give. If I had to spread one message, it would be, if you don't have to be mean, then be nice. If I had to give my life a theme song, the one song would be My Way, Frank Sinatra.